Transponder keys explained. Today, we're going to be going over the H94 80-bit Ford transponder key. So Ford first started using this high security transponder key right about 2011, all the way through about 2019. Now, there's a couple interesting points I really want to make on this key before we kind of deep dive into it. And the first is the part number H94 has always kind of got to me a little bit, and I'll tell you why. So when you look at the Ford part numbers and you go back, there used to be a very popular edge style key called the H94, and that was a 40-bit key. And then they came up with the replacement key for that, the upgraded, version, and that was the H92, right? So H84 to H92. And then when this key came out, they named it the H94. And although it's been out for years, whenever I hear H94, I want to think that it's the bladed version, really the H92. I don't know why. I think it was just 84 to 94. And if I could vote, I would have made the part number H92 for this high security key, but it's not. But that's just something that every time I say it, I'm always like, okay, is that the edge style key or is that the high security style key? So I don't know if you've ever struggled with that, but I definitely have. Now, the other point I want to make, which as we dive into the details here, is the chip in this key, in this H94 key, is the exact same chip that is in the H92. So the nice part is they're going to program the same. So of course the blades are completely different, but if you're familiar with programming H92 keys, then programming H94 isn't going to really be a problem for you at all. So I hope those two little points are helpful, but let's dive into it here. So the chip, like I was just saying, is the Texas Instruments 80-bit 4D63 encrypted key system, the exact same chip that's in the H92. Now, when it comes to the test key and key shell, I recommend for just both of them, just stocking one item, stocking one part number, which is the JMA chipless key shell. It's the one I recommend, and the part number is TP00FO-24.P. Now, when it comes to the code series, okay, the code series for this key is the 10,001, so 10001 to 11,500. Now, when it comes to duplicating this high security H94 key, now, of course, if you have automatic equipment, you want to use that. However, if you don't, I want to show you how to cut it manually. So I'm going to be using the CLKsupplies Plus right over my shoulder here. And together, let's cut one of these keys just so hopefully you'll feel a little more familiar when it's your turn. All right, so I have our key here that we're going to duplicate, on this blank key. Now, one thing I want to point out just really quick, if we look at this blank key here, all right, you're gonna see right here, there's like this little tiny dip. It's almost like a little fake shoulder right there, okay? And the point is that when we're putting these keys into the machine, we want to make sure that that is sticking out of the machine, right? So typically we'd want to get this key all the way in. The further you can get it in, the more secure it is, okay? But in this case, you want to make sure you don't get it past that mark because it's not going to clamp it right and you're going to have problems. So I'm going to use this first. Let me turn it on just so you can see with the light here. So I'm going to use this first line here, okay? And there you can see the kind of the angle right there. So what I'm gonna do here is put our little tip stop in. I'm gonna put the key in, okay, and I'm just gonna put my finger on top of it because we wanna make sure that we get it nice and straight. Any sort of angle will most definitely cause you some problems. Move over to the other side. Get that key put in, just like that. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna turn the machine on. Now, forgive me here, I'm at a weird angle with the camera here, so I'm gonna try to go as smooth as I can without being direct on the machine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring this down, and then right up here, there is a feature to lock it into place. So now I don't have to worry about that depth anymore. I'm just gonna go slow. You just wanna go slow. Let the cutter do the cutting just like you do with the drill bit. I'm just gonna follow all these cuts along here.
Oh, you gotta wait for me there a second. I'm just gonna come down the end here. I'm just gonna make sure I got everything. All right, so we got that. Here's what we're gonna do here. Take it off, take a quick peek at it. Looks good. And then we're just gonna flip it over and do the other side. So you just wanna take your time. It got away from me there just a little bit for a second. You know, that's gonna happen. You just wanna try to prevent it as much as you can. So get that one put in there like that. There we go. Nice and straight. We're just gonna do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna put on here. Put it there, lock it into depth. You just take it nice and slow, let it do the cutting. You just walk it along. There we go. Let's do that. Make sure we get it all. All right, and there you have it. Go put that on the buffer wheel here for 1 second. And there we go. And that's how you're gonna cut one of these 2-track Ford high security keys. All right, well, I really hope that you found this video helpful. Now, we've compiled a PDF document that you can download for free in the notes section, but I'd really love to know your thoughts on this video in the comments below. And make sure that you include the hashtag Lockboss to automatically get entered in to win one of 5 free prizes we give away each week on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.